All right, guys, it's Archie Lala, and I got my boys with me. I got Marcos and Wu. Say what's up.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
So, if you live under a rock, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield Generation 8 has just been announced. What is your
Just
first
now.
reactions on the trailer?
Well, that's a great question, my boy Archie Lala. I gotta say, man, I feel like one thing we should definitely take into consideration, after watching the trailer, we gotta break down these starters. I feel like that's a great way to start.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So, we got the normal, fire, water, grass. There ain't nothing new. I
Yeah.
think the fire type is a bunny or a rabbit or something,
Yeah,
right?
Score Bunny. Score Bunny's a bunny.
Okay, and then the water type, I don't know what he is,
It's a
but he looked like some
lizard.
type of fish.
Sobble.
A lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the grass type looks like some type of monkey.
Yeah,
He
Grookey.
be climbing up. So my thing is this, you know, in past generations, we've always seen like a fire and fight type. Like in the past, what, four regions there was a fire and fight or grass. I want to see Nintendo mix it up and give us something that's non-fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
Because the
Incineroar
last
was like
monkey we had.
fire and dark, but I know like everyone thought it was like gonna be like fire and fighting at first, and we are like, no, please.
Yeah, because like even the last, what was it? The grass type from sixth gen. What's his name?
Damn, what
The
is his name?
turtle
Chestnut,
beans.
Chestnut.
Yeah, he was a fight type too. You know what I mean? So there's four fight types in starters. So even though he's a monkey, the last monkey we had was a fire and fight. Infernape. So I want to see. I'm hoping this grass type is not a fire fight. Or a
I
grass
feel
fight.
that.
Sorry. What about you, Marcos? What you think?
I think the grass type reminds me of the legendary Pokemon from back, the one with the V. I forget what its name is.
Wait, a legendary?
Oh, Vintini. Vintini.
Victini?
No, 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 not a legendary. It was like one of the fighting Pokemons that were grass.
A fighting grass Pokemon?
Chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah, we
him.
were just Marcos. Come on, man, you're not
No,
listening, man.
it started with a V. I forget what his name was.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought Chestnut's the only grass and fight type, right?
He's
Oh,
one of the things with Terrakion and the
oh,
other one.
Oh,
Virizion.
Virizion.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it
There we
Yo,
reminds me
I
go.
of.
dead
There we go.
forgot
Oh,
he
okay, okay,
existed.
okay, okay. I feel you. I feel you. I feel
I
you.
forgot he existed.
I don't know. I don't
Yo.
get that vibe actually.
I really
What
should
vibe?
Grookey definitely
Virizion.
gives me the Chespin kind of vibe because they're both like green and brown. But
Yeah.
it
He
was
gives me
funny,
more of Virizion vibe. It's because of the ears, man. It's the ears.
I guess.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah,
funny though
I could
because
see that.
in the trailer, Grookey was building with like a piece of wood. I was like, yo, is this Fortnite? Like
Fortnite,
Fortnite,
Fortnite.
Fortnite. And then in terms of like the starters themselves, I'm not really too fond of any of them. Like I don't know.
You not what?
I'm not really too fond of any of them.
I like the fire one.
The fire one, I guess, is kind of cool. It looks fast. Like based, I'm like going based off the trailer, but based off the trailer, it looks kind of fast. I'm hoping it's fast. I want.
Speaking of fast, when it comes to the fire type starters, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest one we had was Infernape.
Yeah, and he's not even that fast. Like he's fast, but not like
Exactly.
that fast.
I think his base speed was what, 109?
Yeah, something like that. So I
So
would
like
love for like a very fast fire type. I'm like, it's a bunny. You have to be fast. Like you can't be a slow bunny.
I'd be surprised if he was like, fire and electric. Like that would be cool.
That'd be
Like
fire, actually. Hold up. I think you might be onto
yeah.
something. That'll be
Look at
fire.
how he looks. Look at his design. He's got some yellow spots on him.
The yellow spots.
I don't really know what to call them, but
I mean, like the fact that he was like zooming, like zipping through the grass and stuff. You know,
yeah.
that
We've
that could be
never
cool.
had an
That could be
electric
cool.
and fire type.
There's
I
like
don't at least I
Rotom,
don't
but like
think
that
so.
doesn't really count.
Oh yeah, Rotom. Yeah,
That
that
don't really
doesn't
count.
count.
That don't really count.
He a ghost type.
I feel like I don't know, cause like with Sabo, he was like kind of sneaky, like being invisible in the water and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how. Maybe all these starters might be fast, cause I mean like Grookey's gonna be a monkey, like monkeys kind gotta be like. But he could end up being like some big gorilla or something that's like slow.
Yeah, he could be like a defensive juggernaut or something
Yeah,
like that.
looking like a
But
orangutan or something.
I'm willing to bet money on it that that water type's gonna be half ghost. You saw how he disappeared like that in the
I've
trailer?
been hearing about that too. I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
Is there a water and ghost type?
Jellicent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jellison. Okay, yeah, we got one of those. Now with the monkey, I'm unsure. I can't really tell what he's gonna be.
Yeah, it's
You know what
very
I
hard to
mean?
tell.
Because when you compare them to last gen, like seventh gen starters, you had Litton. You knew he was going to be fire and maybe dark or maybe fight. You know, you could
Yeah,
at least
one
guess.
or the other.
And then what was the other starter? The
Poplio
water
or
type.
something.
Yeah, you knew one of them was going to be a fairy type. Like that was a given. And I figured, if anything, it was definitely the water. And then the other one, which is the grass type.
I didn't expect that one to be fight though.
Who?
The grass one.
No, I'm talking about seventh gen. Decidui.
Oh shoot! Why I
I thought
got
he
them
was going to be.
confused. Yo.
I didn't expect him to be a ghost type.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect. Yeah, you're right. I didn't expect any of those honestly. The grass one is always like really hard to tell, cause like even with fourth gen,
Yeah,
like who would have thought Totoro was gonna be like grass and ground? Like it's just hard to tell.
yeah.
But
Although based on his design, it doesn't surprise me.
yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's just like looking at the first form, you just wouldn't like know.
Yeah,
I feel like the grass one's gonna be grass
but
and fighting.
I hope not. That would be kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But
I do have one observation I'd like to make.
what?
If you look at picture number one,
Uh-huh.
you can see, you got the sword and the shield. If you look at the map, it literally looks like a sword and a shield.
The map of the region?
What was that?
The map of the region?
Yeah, the Galore.
Hold up.
Because if you look at that tower, I'm looking at picture one, by the way. If you look at that tower in the very top of the screen in the middle, that kind of looks like the handle towards the sword.
Oh shoot! I
And
see
the
what you're getting
mountainous
at.
region is kind of like the steel on the sword.
Oh yeah. This is like the steel of
And
the sword. That's like the handle. Oh, I
yeah,
see it. I see it.
so I assume the top region has something to do with whoever's this sword mythical beast, I guess.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, that's the shield. So I'm assuming maybe I'm about to guess the plot. You ready?
Oh, okay. Woo theories.
So like, in the Hoenn region, you had two factions. You had Team Aqua, you had Team Magma,
Oh,
and they had
I
different
like where this is
goals.
going.
And then, like, how much you want to bet? There's this big sword-looking dude, looking like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, right? And then there's another dude with a shield, and like they the boss of each faction. And like one dude's like, nah, we need to be peaceful, and the other dude's like, nah, we need to be on some Donald Trump's type stuff. You know what I mean? So
Whole
like
lot
we
of
need to be
gang.
violent. Yeah, a whole lot of gang. You know what I mean? So they just be clashing, and then like you always the hero trying to break them up, just like in the Hoenn region, how you settled the fight between Team Aqua and Magma. But here's the you couldn't do it without a third party. And in the case of Hoenn, it was Rayquaza. So
I'm like, they got that
I'm willing to
Pokemon gun
bet.
version, bro.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that there's another beast. Maybe he's a gun. Or like, I don't know,
Maybe like a
something like
bow and
that.
arrow. I don't.
Yeah, bow and arrow. Or an axe or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I like that theory actually. I think that's really cool. I definitely
Yeah,
feel like there's some sort of like thing going on because like even with this top city, it's like it looks really urban, and
yeah.
like the one below it looks kind of like old school. So I feel like there's
Hmm.
definitely going to be a clash of like ideals and like philosophies and stuff like that going on here.
And notice they're separated by what looks like a mountainous region,
Mm.
kind of like how the Central region separated the East from the West. You know what I
Yeah, what
mean?
like what was it? Mount Coronet?
Wait,
Hmm.
hold up. But if you go to picture 27, is that a grandma, bro?
All right,
I
hold
think
up,
it's a
Marcos,
grandma,
hold up, Marcos. You going too far? You going too far?
bro. I saw.
Wait,
I was
wait,
looking
wait.
at the pictures. Yo, I saw you can play with a grandma, bro.
All right, so yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna just go through the pictures. So we got the region. General reactions about the region. It looks pretty cool, honestly. Graphically, it looks the same as Pokemon Let's Go. I don't know if you've seen that, Marcos, but yeah, it's not too impressive in terms of graphics, but I don't really mind because the region itself looks kind of nice, like the grass, the cave, the houses. Um, Speaking of the cave, one of my like wish lists like was that they would bring back like Pokemon Underground, like from Sinnoh.
hmm.
But I think they're actually gonna do that for the Sinnoh remakes. So stay tuned for that definitely, because I
Well,
feel
if you
like
look at page 28,
I'm scrolling. You guys are going mad fast.
oh, well, I thought Marcos was on.
Cause Marcos dipped, bro.
Okay,
It's
all
a
right, all
fact.
right. What page are you looking at, Lati?
All right, everybody come back. Everybody come back to page 18. I got something to say about page 18.
All right, bet. What's up?
So you see that wishy-washy, right?
Wishy-washy, yup.
But if you look in the back, there's like some not pool tables, like beach chairs with umbrellas on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got another theory. I found that to be very weird because, like, my question is, why would you bring like a beach chair, like beach setup, to like a snowy area? And it's making me think that something in the region caused like it to be like iced over, and or like
Hmm.
something happened in like that mountainous area. Like something, there has to be some reason why you got some beach chairs next to snow. Like that just does not make sense, you know? So like
That's a good point.
I don't
You
know if
know,
there's gonna be like some legendary that's there or something. Or I don't know, but that was suspicious. But
no, that's a good observation. I never really thought about that.
yeah. So going past that, let's go to
Before we move on,
mm-hmm.
I think we have to point out the obvious. The fact that there's a wishy-washy there. And if you watch the trailer, you know, you seen like Pikachu, you saw that cat dude, I forget his name. I saw Cincino, or I don't know how to
Yeah,
say it.
Cinchino, I think.
We're seeing a lot of Mons from every generation or like every region. So, you know,
That is true,
maybe
actually.
maybe they're kind of lenient with, you know, what we see, because in the past it's always, well, if you don't have this version, you can't see this Pokemon. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool.
but yeah, that's probably like the the new age of just like new regions not introducing as much Pokemon as like the previous gens did. So
Hmm.
if you look at like fifth gen Black and White added the most Pokemon out of any gen, and that's why when you play through that game, you would only see Unova Pokemon because they had enough Pokemon to go
Yeah,
around. Whereas with like these new generations, like this one, the last one, they introduced like maybe like what 60 Pokemon. I don't know honestly, but it was like 60 Pokemon. So it's like gotta
yeah.
have some
Gen
old
5
Pokemon.
had like 100 and something. It was something crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
They had more than Kanto.
Honestly, Gen 5 introduced probably like the best Pokemon competitively. But that's a topic for another video. But if we go to let's see, let's go on. 24 and 25 were kind of cool. It's like a battle stadium. Do you think those are going to be like our
Yeah,
Wi-Fi battles? Like that would be kind of dope.
that'd
Cause
be pretty dope.
I don't know if it was just me, but I didn't really like that blue screen with nothing in it.
Yeah, that was corny. And the fact that they held that for two straight
Yeah, two
generations was
straight
kind of
generations.
lazy on
Just
Nintendo's
looking at a
part.
blue screen, like like a blue background. Like I would love for this to be the new like Wi-Fi battles. Like that would be definitely pretty cool.
But
Um,
you know what? We're in 2019 now. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be cool if the scenery changed every few battles? Like, or if you could have the option to change it, or you know what I mean? Or if there was some
yeah,
sort of rotation
there
to
should
where, like,
definitely
let's
be
say,
like an option to change it and not have to use
yeah,
like your
like,
own editing software.
yeah, like
Yo, Marcos, what's
one
going on
battle
over
you could
there?
be in a cave, one battle you could be like, in a mountain area or a grassy area. You know,
Yeah,
it could change. You
that
know,
would be fire. Put that on the wish list.
yeah, like why do we have to have the same arena for every battle? You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm. Picture 28. Wait, Marcos, were you saying something about picture 28?
Mm, I think 27.
Okay,
It's the one
27.
with the. It's the one in the city.
The
oh
city.
yeah,
It's,
that is an old lady. It looks like.
I swear that's an old lady.
Is that what you were talking about the grandma?
Yeah, well, you can play as a grandma, bro.
Wait, what? Oh, 26?
Oh, 26. For me, it says 27. I don't know why.
It's
I
27.
don't know if that's a grandma. I think that's just the hairstyle.
Nah, that's a grandma,
You
bro.
got
All
gray
right,
hairs, man.
bet. We could play as
The
grandmas.
Nintendo is taking initiative. They said,
Playing as grandmas. I like that. Um, let's see. So, I guess since I was on 28, 28, that's definitely something to do with the legendaries. We got some Unknown, Alf Ruins kind of stuff going on. Some
Yep.
Illuminati.
Or it could be the Zubat cave,
No,
like always.
something I don't like is going on. So, we have that. Um, oh, here's something I wanted to say. If we go to picture 33,
Yep.
this is actually a part of my wish list, but I'm gonna say it right here. This picture reminded me of like a football stadium. It might be the same battle stadium, but let's say it's
You
not.
said 33?
Yeah, picture 33 with the soccer
You
guy,
said
the
34?
football guy.
That's 34.
Oh, I think our things are different. But anyway, it's like a like this football player, right? What if
Mm-hmm.
they bring back the POKE-ATHLON?
You know what?
oh, yeah, I forgot about
That'd
that.
be dope
That would be
because
fire.
with the capabilities of the Switch compared to the
Exactly.
DS, they could do a lot more in terms of mini games and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
and with the Switch, they got motion controls. I mean, they got the little motion. So I think they're definitely capable of doing it.
That would be so fire if they brought back that back. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't because it's Pokemon, but I would definitely love if they like brought that back. Like I want to score goals with
Yeah,
my Hitmonlee, man. Like like that's what I'm
yeah.
trying to do.
The thing about Nintendo is that they like taking two steps forward but one step back every time.
They
So
do
it's
like
like
that.
they give us new features, like great features. Like, I feel like we could talk about this, yo. Like, they'll give us like, I don't know, like the contest, they'll give us the battle frontier. But then in the next gen, it's like, okay, they'll give us uh the ability to trade online using the GTS, but then they'll take away uh the contest, or like they'll take
And never
away.
replace it with a Pokemon musical.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like
that
who asked for that?
that is definitely a whole other
Nobody-
video we could make that about.
yeah, like nobody asked for that, like. But yeah, man. So I'm just hoping that they give us what we want, give
Mm-hmm.
us everything. Like
All right, so I want to
so.
go to picture 50, which is probably 51 for you guys, with
Okay.
that guy that shows like the whole region.
hmm
So looking at the whole region, so we saw those two like top city kind of things,
Yep.
but if you look at like the whole region, notice there's like that city, this city, and there's like a little fortress kind of thing. There's only like 3 cities
Yeah,
if
I
you look
just
at it.
noticed that.
Like so obviously there's not going to be like a Alolan Trials or whatever, but there's like there can't be Pokemon gyms either. There's like 3 cities and like probably one more
Well,
town down here.
my theory is yeah, you've got this big old area in the north, and then they've got, several areas off to like these remote areas. And definitely in the south, I mean, there's a lot of mountains. There's that big water area. You know what I mean? I don't know. You might be right, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with that, and also just looking in general, this is a very big region.
It looks
It
like it's
looks
gonna be
pretty
huge.
big, unless this is like exaggerated. It looks like it's going to be a very big region.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm curious to see if we can explore the water areas. I'm not talking about that big pond in the middle of the southern area. I'm talking about like
Like in
the
general,
areas
like
off to
around
the
the whole
side.
island, that would be dope.
Yeah, that
And
would be dope. Like if there's some islands that we can access or something,
I'm hoping that these clouds around the region are covering up actual islands that we can visit too. That would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe this isn't the whole thing. That would be sick.
Yeah, that
Um.
would be dope.
So yeah, we've pretty much gone through like all the pictures. So I just want to open up the floor to like your wish list. Like what do you wish to see in Gen 8? Not just specifically from this region, but just in general. So
Well,
yeah, well you could start.
one thing I do want to say, Nintendo been trolling us with the Battle Frontier since Alpha Ruby
All
and Mega.
facts.
You know what I mean? They've been trolling us forever.
Mhm.
What? I forget the name of that island you go to after you beat the Pokemon League. But you remember they had the replica of the Battle Frontier, and they never gave it to us.
Oh yeah, it was in like Oras, right? They had like it was like a
Yeah,
replica. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was like, yo, they bringing back the Battle Frontier next game for Gen
yep.
7? Never happened. I was so
And
disappointed.
the thing about it is, we all thought, maybe we would get like a Emerald equivalent. You know what I
Or
mean?
maybe just some version of it, like
Or
something.
yeah, or like maybe a Pokemon. What is it? Z? Like it was X to Y, and then maybe a
Yeah.
Z. But we didn't get a fifth game for 6th gen. And then in 7th gen,
We
they
got
were
a
just like,
freaking
nah,
battle tree.
yeah, like what? So that's definitely on my wish list.
Yeah, that is a great point that I didn't even think about. What about you, Marcos?
What I want to see is like I want to see actual Pokemon, not like I'm not sure what I mean by actual Pokemon. Like I don't want to see this garbage ass Pokemon like Trubbish. I don't know.
So like so like actual good designs.
Yes.
I respect that. I definitely respect that. Speaking of actual Pokemon, I want to see some cool typings we haven't seen, like fire and ice, stuff
Yeah,
like that. I feel like there's a
some
whole bunch of
exotic types.
typings. There's like a list out there. I
I
haven't
want a
found
Boku
it, but
no
like,
Hero fucking Pokemon. What's his name?
That would be dope.
What was his name from Boku no Hero? Let's see.
I don't know.
The Ice Fire guy. I forget his name.
Wait, My Hero Academia,
Yeah.
Todoroki.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he was pretty dope because he had like fire on one side, ice on the other. That was actually pretty dope. I like that.
What
So
if we get a
a
new
Pokemon like
Titan?
that. Let's see. For me, my wish list, I got a pretty nice list here. One, right off the back, I want them to take out Z moves. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say that right now. I
yeah.
liked it at first, but like honestly, it's really dumb. You know what I heard?
Hmm.
I
What?
heard I saw a Jirachi kill a Heatran using Z Drain Punch, bro. What?
Oh,
Are you kidding me? That should never happen, bro. A Jirachi should never beat a Heatran 1v1, bro. That does not make sense.
the
Like,
thing about Z moves is that you can catch somebody completely off guard with
exactly.
something that should not happen. And it could be a game changer. You know what I
And you
mean? Like
can't really
it's
prep for it because you could have a Z move of any type. Like, as long as you can, like, learn that move, you know?
yeah. Cause like with 6th gen, at first, the megas, in the beginning we're like, oh, that's OP, but after a while, it's like, you know what? Megas aren't that bad, with the exception of a few. I mean, there's definitely some megas that are just
Yeah,
OP.
and those guys got banned to Ubers.
Yeah, but with the majority of megas, you know, they can be prepped for it. You know what I mean? First of all, megas can't carry an item.
That too.
Megas, they have to mega in a turn, so like you can't switch in and mega that turn.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things that you can kind of strategically plan for before and during the battle for megas. And you can even build your team around
And
certain megas you want to.
another cool thing about megas is that on team preview, when you're looking at your opponent's team, you can see, oh, that the way the team is structured, that Pokemon's definitely going to be the mega, and vice versa. With Z
Exactly.
moves, you literally have to scout. You'd be like, oh, I don't even know if this is Z move, you know?
Exactly. That's a great point. With the team, you can definitely at least infer or make a
Oh man, who's chipping out?
who the mega might, you know. But like you said, like a Jirachi shouldn't kill nobody with a Heatran at that, with a one shot Z drain. Like that's stupid. That's they overdid it with that.
Let's see, what else do I have here? Speaking of mega evolutions, I don't want them to spam mega evolutions. I mean, like, I'm still fine with it, but I want them. I wish Pokemon would actually raise the base stats of certain Pokemon. Like, we've seen them do it. Like, I know in Gen 6, like, they would give, like, some Pokemon, like, +10 to, like, whatever stat. And I think that shows the capability of, like, them being able to, like, raise stats of Pokemon. I feel like they should just raise stats of a lot of Pokemon. Like,
Nah. You know what? Speaking of that, my boy Lapras. They've been sleeping on him since Gen 1. They need a pre-evolution and an evolution to Lapras.
they need to show Lapras some love.
For real though, like
Lapras is an
Mega.
OG.
Where's the baby Lapras at?
Give me a mega. What you mean?
Or that too, maybe. I'm like, I don't want them to spam mega evolutions, but like at least show Lapras some love.
For real.
But yeah, some other things. All right, this one is kind of nitpicky, but I want more customizables. They're definitely gonna give us like more clothes and stuff, but I want to actually look like a black guy. Like, I know I'm nitpicking, but I don't want to be like a white guy with a tan. You know,
Yeah.
like, I want to look like an actual black guy. I want to have like some black
nappy hair.
Yeah, I want some nappy hair, bro. Like being able to customize a character as a black guy in a game that isn't sports related or GTA is like actually pretty rare, especially like even in 2019. Like it's pretty rare, and I know the general public won't think that because you know the general public is not black. But for the black people that do play Pokemon, we want to look like us. So that would be pretty nice if we could get stuff like that. I won't mind if it doesn't happen, but it would definitely be cool.
Like the only thing we get of a black guy. Picture 20.
Yeah, but that looked like an NPC though.
Is that?
He has a charger bug, bro. Ain't no main character going through the game with a charger bug, bro.
Charger bug.
That's definitely an NPC, bro. But if that is like a customizable character, then you know that's pretty cool. That's just something I put out there. Let's see what else I have here. I also hope they continue to go down the trend of making EV training and breeding easier. Because, you know, for people like me who never owned Action Replay or like PokeSav, I don't want to have to go through the trouble of like taking days to breed a team. So,
great point. Because I remember back in the day.
Yo, remember breeding in 4th gen, bro?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Especially like that was like when we were first learning how to do it too.
It literally took us like a day
to breed one Pokemon. Not even
like,
train them, just to breed them.
At first, it was like, you know, we had to mate for the right moves and then hope that it was the right nature. And then we had to hope that it was the right IVs. And if it wasn't good enough, we had to start all over.
It was
crazy,
what I mean? Like, man. Shout out to Bottle Caps for that, because that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But going off of that, that does not mean that I want the game itself to be easy in terms of going through the story. Like I definitely like would appreciate a challenge. Like I agree with EV training and breeding becoming more easier because I feel like it allows for competitive Pokemon to be more accessible because not a lot of people who play the game or like know the game even know about like the competitive scene, and I feel like the reason for that is because having to EV train and breed is so like I'm not trying to do all that, so it's like I'm not gonna get into this
Yeah,
competitive scene. But if they make breeding and stuff easier, it would encourage people to like want to try out competitive more.
I agree.
But again, do
Kind of
not
like
make
how
the main story easy.
oh yeah, that's a great point. My biggest pet peeve about 7th and 6th gen is that it was just too easy. Like they held our hand. Like in Oras, they had that little map. No, that was 7th gen. They had the map at the bottom, and it basically told you where to go.
There was a
Like
big
that's
exclamation
dumb.
sign.
Yeah, that was
Nah, I think I actually
dumb.
like that in Gen 7 just because, I was so
Because
lost in
Marcos
that
don't
game.
read, bro. Marcos can't
I
read,
didn't
bro.
read what they told me. I'm like, nah.
Marcos can't
So I'm like,
read.
oh, man.
Nah.
You know what I want? I
Oh
want them to actually make the NPCs difficult. Like,
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I mean.
give us a difficulty mode.
Yo,
but
that
see,
actually
speaking
that's
of that,
fire. A difficulty mode.
you remember what
Because
we
most games
said?
have it. I don't know why Pokemon doesn't do it.
Nintendo always takes 2 steps forward and 1 step back. In
Hmm.
5th gen, if you beat the game, I think it was Black 2. I don't think they had it in Black 1. Black and White 2, they had a hard mode. I don't know if you remember,
I did
but
see that, but I never tried it actually.
I never tried it either. I never tried it. But it's there, and
Yeah.
we used to have the option for it.
That is actually
I
very
don't
cool. The
know.
only thing that's unfortunate about that is because I think the reason I never tried it is because I had like bred a lot of Pokemon and I didn't want to start a new game.
Yeah,
But it's like
I feel you.
that was definitely cool. I never tried it, so I don't know how it is. But if they were to bring that back, make it from the beginning, I think that would be dope.
And
Just
the
give
thing
us a
about 5th
choice.
gen,
It could be like, oh, have
I,
you? They could have like 3 selections. Oh, I'm a basic Pokemon player. I've never played Pokemon in my life, or I'm a
oh
Pokemon
yeah,
expert, and then that would become your difficulty. Like easy, normal,
yep,
hard. I think that would definitely be cool. Cause I mean, like they always ask anyway. Like when that stupid whatever professor come out in the beginning, like, oh, I'm a professor. I study Pokemon. Like he could ask you.
yeah.
He
Like,
could ask you in that section, like.
oh, one more thing on my wish list: the whole tutorial about how to catch Pokemon. Yo, they need to let us skip that. I've been,
Exactly. I'm so
yo,
sick and
did.
tired of that. Like, come on. I know how to go in my bag and press throw Pokeball. Like
Like they even walk you through like a patch of grass, and like they have a whole battle, and then like it's just dumb. Like
it's
that's
crazy though, because
dumb.
Pokemon will walk you through that, but won't walk you through how to breed. But I'm just saying.
That's a great point. Me personally, I think they need to stop holding our hand. Because that's whack. I don't like that.
All right, so I'm pretty much done. You guys got anything else to say?
Really.
Hey, free Lapras, free
Free
Lapras,
Lapras, bro. Free Lapras. All right,
free Lapras.
so you know. So you guys like and comment and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are you looking forward to Gen 8? How do you feel about Gen 8, etc., etc.? And who is copping day one? Because I'm copping day one.
I'm
You
copping
copping day
day
one?
2.
Oh, wow. Marcos, you copping, bro?
I gotta buy a Switch first.
Hey, you got time, bro, because the Pokemon games come out in like, what, November?
Hey, start a GoFundMe. I'll give you
It's a
$20.
fact.
All right, so guys,
I give,
support my boy Marcos. Give him some cash. He really deserves it. Get him a Switch. And yeah, that's it.